Good to see everybody here. I want to especially thank all the folks that have come out today for the first time. I was able to meet a few of you who are new, and I know it's tough to come to something new, and we hope to add value to your business, to your day-to-day operations, and to your family. On behalf of the National Shed Rental Association, we are you. We've got 12 board members who you can find their faces on our website, and we serve at your pleasure. We're all voluntary. We're all serving to make the organization better. And I want to talk for just a couple of minutes about what I need you to do. And as I do, if you could get this pamphlet out, it's near your plate. I need to talk for just a minute about how you can help this industry stay safe, stay active, and stay better for years to come. When you think about the word belong, I spent 9 years as a missionary in Ghana, West Africa. I joined a tribal group called the Gonja tribe. And when I moved over there as a 22-year-old, they gave me a brand new name. My local dialectal name is Bakowali. I won't make you repeat that, but they sat me on a mat and taught me to eat the local food. And I remember a couple years later when I finally understood the dialect and they introduced me, they didn't introduce my American name Tanner, but they introduced my local name, and they said in the dialect, he's one of us now because he eats our food. Our food is in his stomach. So you've just eaten our food, so you're now one of us. What we're doing here as a board is we've rolled out membership. And the way to keep the Shed Rental Association moving forward and safe is for you to join membership. Later on today, you're going to hear how we've drastically reduced all ticket prices for next year's event if you're a member. So we came up with this idea of membership because associations are only as strong as their members. In the past, a lot of folks believe that, well, if I come to the convention, am I a member? We had to come up with formal membership in order to provide you with the benefits you need as a member. Here's what we're doing to provide you with benefits. We are providing legislation. We have our own legal counsel, Mr. Nick Gerard, who works tirelessly on behalf of the Shed Rental Association, but we need to do more to keep legislation safe. Nick is planning to go up to Washington in April for a rent-to-own summit with some of the most important leaders who make these decisions about whether or not rent-to-own is legal in your state. Other things we're doing is we've got content. Before Mr. Edwin retired, he did some exclusive videos just for our association. We've got content coming out to you. We've got legal updates that'll continue. And then we want to make sure you get your membership dollars back, not just through those values, but through lower priced event tickets. So here's what I need you to do. In order to keep this association safe and moving forward from the future, I need you to become a member. I became a member, and it's going to help us. And the biggest thing it's going to do for us visually that you're going to see is we want to introduce you to our new director of operations. For the last 12 years, we've been serving as volunteers on this association, and I still plan to do that. But we knew we needed a paid staff member to keep this association moving forward. And so we hired Justin from Synergos, and he is now the director of operations for the NSRA. Justin, at his office in Indianapolis, is now the face of the NSRA. If you call our phone number, it'll be at his office. You email us, he'll answer it. He's got a finance team that backs him. He checks the website, he checks your emails, and he's the face of the NSRA. If you look at the booth just behind us, I got Justin waving there. Everybody turn around and give Justin a big wave. What I need you to do is I need you to look at this pamphlet that you have and decide which type of member are you ready to become. We got a membership option for service providers. That means if you're a CPA or you're a software company or you're a lawyer or many of the other great services, you can join and get these same member benefits and member updates. Our legal team will let you know when something changes in your state. If you're a rent-to-own company, we have 3 different tiers that you can join depending on your size and how many members you want in your organization. For example, if you're an organization that has 3 people that you want to be able to log in and get member benefits and get better pricing, you could choose the middle tier. So check this out. And finally, I want you to know that we've got a special members-only event happening right afterwards. Dr. John Deloney has agreed to sign the book that you were given, but only if you're a member. So what I need you to do is I need you to get out your phones right now and join if you're able to, or at a break, go over to that back booth and join as a member to keep our association safe and moving forward. Or if you don't have time to go to the booth, come to the after party, which is directly after. We're going to dismiss, and everyone who's a member, which I hope is going to be every single person in this room, is going to go over there. If you're not yet a member, you can become a member there and get special pricing for next year's ticket. There's one final thing that we are trying to do as a board for you all and for our association. Some of you know that we follow in the trail of a larger association called APRO, and they're over the general rent to own. You can look them up at apro.org or RTO HQ. That's RTO headquarters. And Dr. Charles has been on a couple calls with us, and he has developed a robust industry survey where they're surveying 5,798 RTO stores across America. And they're using this survey results to drive data, to go to local state legislator and let them know there's this many million or billion of dollars of rent to own in your state, and this is why you should pass laws and safeguards that matter to your population. Dr. Charles came to us and he said, 10 years ago we tried to do a survey. It was expensive and it failed. And I sat up on the edge of my seat because some of y'all were here a number of years ago when we tried to do a survey, and it was expensive and we got poor results. And Dr. Charles told us how he developed a system using a data analyst that used to work in his office but now works offsite as a consultant to get these survey results. He came to us as an organization, the NSRA, and he's offering to assist us in getting this done. This survey would go to the data consultant offsite, and then the data would be collected and would be shared by their office so that no one in this room or no one on the board or no one even at Justin's office would actually handle the data. It would be an outside consultant. That's what we're working on as a board. We believe if we could leave our spots on the board, knowing that we kept the industry safer and gave us a industry-specific survey that could show the data points, that we would leave this association better than we found it. Hey, my first shed sale was in 1996. I've got great friends across the shed world, and I've been blessed to be able to not just get to know people and grow with friends and leaders, but also to be able to give back to the community. As Dr. Charles closed his little talk with me, he said the biggest thing that we need to do as RTO people is tell our stories. What's been moving the needle the most is not figuring out what divisors we're using or figuring out exactly the profit percentage that the balance sheet's carrying. It's the everyday stories about the customers who are impacted because they were able to use a shed in their own backyard instead of having to drive away and do it somewhere far where they couldn't get a hold of their storage. It's about you as companies giving back to the community. That's the story that we know is real, and that's what we're trying to do as the NSRA. Help us out by becoming a member and keeping the association alive and healthy. Thank you very much, and thanks for coming today. Craig, tell us where we're going from here.